Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the AMX ELC Biz, or ELC AMX Biz, depending on your point of view and when you join World of Tanks. It's the Tier 5 French light tank. It's located on the southwest spawner province under the command of danijjjel. Game on. Well, as you can see straight away, he's got the 19mm gun. It's the one with the muzzle brake. And he's kind of been cut off from going to his usual position, I think. I think he would have stayed on the west side of the map, but no, he's definitely going to the east side. Now, the trouble with this gun is it will only turn 15 degrees either side of the centre line, which means that he can't shoot with enemy tanks whilst he's on the move unless they're within that firing arc. And he's knocked over the fences, which gives the enemy Arty a clue as to where he is, but he didn't get hit, so obviously they weren't ready for him. Enemy Arty are an SU-5 and a PP, a 105 Lefebvre 18v2, and the SU-5 is well capable of an accurate shot onto those fences. Once it can see one of them knocked down, it knows somebody passing through, and then they can plant around in to get some damage. Now this 19mm will do 240 alpha and penetrate 120mm of armour, and it's got a terrible reload time, normally 14 seconds, but danijjjel's got it down to 12.89, so he's knocked off a second and a bit. But this vehicle only carries 44 rounds in total. Used to be a lot less actually. It used to be, I believe, 36 shells. But they've actually increased it. Wargaming gave us some more ammo to play with. Now it's only got two crew, the driver and the commander gunner stroke loader. Well, he actually just got a hit on a T6 medium. I wasn't watching at the time, specifically, but he was looking through the field of fire. Going back to that T6 medium. Oh no, he's got a KV-1SA this time, letting it settle, letting it dial in. Long range shot, hit the armour. He's using the standard AP at the moment. If he switched to the APCR, he might be better off. Waiting for that long reload to go through. Fires blind. We don't know if that one hit. The T6 medium's just behind the KV-1SA. Of course, the T6 medium is basically an M4. He's just got the rear. Oh, good shot. That was a high roll for 241. Now he is hanging out over the edge with the bushes, so if there was an enemy tank nearby, they might be able to get a shot at him. But in fact, actually, the enemy did not come down the east side of the map, and they're way up the other end, and they're being harassed by a pair of Noobses. And oh, he's decided to go down the edge. This is difficult and dangerous, but he managed to get down without any damage. Okay, so I think he senses that he can get some damage on the enemy, and he needs to get a bit closer to do that. We lost one of the looks. The enemy PP got him. Not doing much luck with the tanks over the other side. That KV-1SA is on the move. He's not fully loaded yet. I just heard the rumble of an enemy Arty. He did hit the KV-1SA, but unfortunately hit the tracks, so he didn't get any damage. And yes, he needs to move a bit further forward because that block will then block the view of the enemy tanks if they look down this way. Okay, so he's almost fully loaded. Panzer 3 Aslains J goes down. There's the KV. Yes, he gets the engine bay. 246, it gives the Arty a chance. Unfortunately, one of them's already been killed. Now, he might be able to get a shot into this KV-1SA. Yes, he does. And a nice shot at that. And it looks like our teammates over there in the T28 managed to get the kill. And now all they've got is a P2640. Long range shot, it goes low. It drops, but they kill him anyway. In fact, actually, that one was the T6 medium on our team. The Lux has just got a kill on the Wolverine, so he's doing some damage up the other end. Notice that one of the enemy Artys has actually moved over to the west side of the map. So it's only the Fifi that's over this side. Oh, that's not so good. We've just lost our T1 Heavy, the one we saw going past us. So he was on his way over to the north end. And now we've got a P2640 and a KB1SA over here. But he's having a look, and it looks like they're leaving, apart from that M10 RBFM. Puts one in, but it hits the armour. That's unfortunate. He could have done damage there. I think it was a case that one of those instances where 12.75 millimeters of armour actually acts almost like 100 millimeters of armour just because the angle at which it hits. I mean, that's how thin the armour is on the M10 RBFM. Ridiculous. It should have gone straight through. 90mm round should have done 240 alpha. He made the right decision, but just sadly, unfortunately, Wargaming said, nope, denied, not getting that one. Well, the score is even at the moment, but our guys are over on the other side. It looks like they've dealt with all the enemy tanks that went over to the other side of the map, and now that M10 RBFM's decided he wants to come over here. And he couldn't dial in time to get the M10, but you never know, he might back up. No, he's not going to do it. Yeah, and that shot there came about because our teammate in the Sam M43 got spotted. So the Fifi decided to put a round in just in case. But the enemy P2640 just died. So he's given us an advantage of one. Didn't get spotted when we fired there because the M10 is hugging that house all he's worth. We just saw some destruction. I think that M10's pulled back. I don't think he's there at all. I think he's gone away. There was a bit of smoke. Normally you can tell if some destruction goes on, you'll see some smoke rise up. And I think the M10's moved back. Yes, he did move back. Or did he? Is that the same one? That's a different one. But he gets a nice pen this time. Yeah, it goes straight through that 12.7 millimeters of armour and gives him a 250 hit point high roll. So I think there are, yes, there's two M10s. One is behind that house. And the looks will probably discover him. There he is. He was still there. But he's now engaging the looks. And the looks, obviously, I think he's got the wrong gun. If he had the autocannon, we'd hear that rattle from it. Oh, he does have it, and he just killed the M10. So I think we can leave here and go and help now. Only trouble is there's a KB1SA on the enemy team that he's got to deal with as well. That could be a problem. And there's the M10, we can see him up ahead. Okay, there's the Fifi. And he could probably hit the Fifi if he fires from here, if he just trusts to luck and aims in the general direction underneath the marker. Oh, he does! And he gets him! Well done! He did exactly what I would do. Aimed under the marker and it worked. You sometimes just have to trust the luck. Okay, it's loaded, ready to go. Now, we're looking for the KB1SA and the A20. We don't know where the A20 is, but he might be somewhere around here. The KB1SA we saw go down to the centre. There's the KB1SA, he didn't go down. We pull back to use the bush mechanic, go for lower. Yes, gets the lower plate, gets a low roll, 227. He's racking up the damage though, 1.5k already. Might get another shot. Go for the side. Yes! And that's potentially a high caliber because he's now got 20% of the enemy hit pool, but it's not definite that he's got it. Somebody else might have more damage. Okay. Fortunately, KB1SA is now hiding. He's very reluctant to come out, but he's just leaving the front of the vehicle, and that will track him if we fire, but it won't kill him. Won't do any damage because it's on the track. So he's going to have to move closer. The moment he gets closer, he'll get proximity spotted. Yep, he spotted us. There. Yes! Nice kill. Unfortunately, we did lose our teammate in the looks. But there's now only one enemy and he's facing three of us. And there's no doubt about this. I think that danijjjel's well in the lead on this one. He just needs to find that A20. He must be down here somewhere, hiding in the bushes. He wasn't seen on the other side of the map, or at least not as far as we can tell. Well, danijjjel's decided to cap, to force the enemy to come to him, and the Sav M43 is doing the same. So he's not going to get an invader medal because they're both capping at the same time. He'll end up getting half the cap points, but he might get that last kill. Give him 3 kills for the game. If the A20 is up there, oh, he is, and he did fire in the right spot. He fired to the bushes. Accurate. Yes, nice shot. 317 hit points. Next shot will kill. Keeps it on target. Oh, and the Sav gets there before him. Well, that's another good game for danijjjel in the AMX ELC biz. He must be getting close to his 3rd mark by now. He's got 2 marks on the barrel and his average is getting higher and higher. He got a 2nd class tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8. And he got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, as well as the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And that's unusual, I think, really, for anyone in a light tank. But then when you've got a 90mm gun, it does make it slightly easier to clock up that damage on a regular basis. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in this game was 1,942 hit points for danijjjel. 2nd highest damage went to the M10 RBFM. Why am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised at all. M10s do that sort of damage. 1,452 went to him. And the 3rd highest damage in the game went to the Sav M43, who's got a faster fire rate than danijjjel, and that's how he managed to get that last kill. I think danijjjel would have liked it, but, well, I think he can suffer that losing that one. I don't think it's so much of a problem. When it came to kills, the big score on this game was the M4 Sherman and the T6 Medium and the Panzerkampfwagen 2 Aslains J, which, oh, L, is it? L? I think it's the L one, isn't it? The looks. Yes, it's the Aslains L. And actually, no, I'm wrong, because it's the M10 RBFM got 4 kills in that game, so I was wrong. They are all in 2nd place, joint 2nd place, and danijjjel's in joint 3rd place with the T28 and the A20. Both of those had 2 kills each, as well as his AMX ELC. When it came to base XP, though, he's right at the top. So he got the top on 2 columns. 841 went to danijjjel, 707 went to the looks, and 660 went to the T6 Medium. He fired 17 rounds in that game, got 14 direct hits on the enemy and 9 penetrations. Damage of 1,942 hit points, of which 1,224 were at more than 300 meters. Remember, some of those shots that missed, he was firing across the valley, so they were very long-range shots in a tank that does have kind of a reasonable amount of dispersion. And some of the shots he aimed directly at the side of the vehicle, but the shells dropped on the way and fell into the ground or just didn't do any damage. 1 hit received, 1 non-penetration, and 1 hit by way of splash. That was the enemy Arty trying to get him when he was on that lookout area. The Sav M43 kind of gave away his position, and the enemy Arty thought, yeah, I'll have a try. Unfortunately, he was just too close. He was well close enough to pick up a critical hit. 1 enemy vehicle was spotted, 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, 551 hit points of spotting assist, and he got 59 capture points while he was sitting in the cap. Even though the enemy bounced around off him, it didn't do any damage, so he kept those cap points even though he was hit. 25,225 credits for the battle, 68,027 hit point credits for the holiday ops. Yep, I'm trying to think here because it's late at night. And after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, he actually took away 81,431 credits profit. 841 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 101 for this being a from personal missions payout, and 2,625 experience points altogether. They're not showing the holiday ops on the What Replays site. They appear to be showing it elsewhere, but they're not showing the XP from the holiday ops over here. Anyway, good game. Very well played. He was very careful not to get spotted and get damaged, and was still able to fire rounds over the valley. In fact, actually, he did the right thing to move over to this side, to the east side of the valley, because if he'd actually stayed on the other side, he probably would have been steamrolled by that KV-1SA train that was making its way towards our Arty. So, yes, he definitely made the right decision to come over to the other side and shoot at them from the other side of the valley. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.